Hello, today we will be showing you the quadratic formula and how to do it. The people involved in making this video are Jonathan Wee, Hunter Barron, and Aisha Ward. When should we use the quadratic formula? The quadratic formula should be used when a quadratic equation cannot be factored with the CPP plus factoring method. For example, 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. Please use this equation to follow along. A bit of heads up. Now we will show you the steps to do the equation with us. The format of the equation should be like this: ax squared plus bx plus c. So the equation in the last slide was the one that we're going to use for example. Here it is as a reminder: x squared plus 2x minus 3. Step number 1. Next you need to plug in your equation to the quadratic formula, which is x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. What comes out? When you use the quadratic formula, it pops out two x-intercepts for the quadratic equation. 2x intercepts y. The answer is simple really, because when you plot the graph it makes a curved U-shaped line where there are four main points. What are the main points? The four main points are two roots, which are the x-intercepts, the y-intercept, and the vertex. This point should be at the line of symmetry. Step 2. The vertex. The way we can find the vertex is a really simple method. First, we take the two x-intercepts that we found from the equation and get the average for them by adding and dividing by 2. After that, we plug in the average for the x-intercepts in the equation, then it's just simple math. You should get y equals a number, then you just take the average number you got for the x-intercepts and put it into a coordinate. Same thing with the y variable you just got. Step 3. The y-intercept. Now is when we find the y-intercept for plugging in 0 for x. Why? Because we should all know that for y-intercepts the x should always be a 0 and not any other number. If you don't know that, you should probably go back to studying regular graphs. After plugging in 0 for x, it's just simple math again, and what you get for y is the y-intercept. Now we show ours. Starting now, we will redo everything and showing you our answer for each of the steps. Just a heads up, the steps will not be the same in numerical order as the last steps. Step number 1. Now I show you our way to find the x-intercepts after we plug in the quadratic equation. And what you want to do is some math for the equation below. If you didn't get this equation, you may have messed up under plugging in. Now that you have the equation, all you need to do is solve. You should come out with 1 and negative 3 for the x-intercepts. After getting the two x-intercepts, we then go on to finding the vertex, which is found by averaging the two x-intercepts. This will get you your point, your x point. Now that we have the x point, we need to get the y point by plugging in the x point into the quadratic equation we gave you. This should leave you with negative 4. When you graph the vertex, the point should be negative 1, negative 4. If you did not get this answer, you should recheck your work in the previous steps. Step number 4. Now we just need the y-intercept, which we get by simply plugging in 0 for x. That should leave you with an intercept of negative 3. Step number 5. Now we simply graph the 4 points that should look sort of like a U shape, but you need to place a point for the opposite of the y-intercept. This should make your graph look more like a U shape. Now you just connect and you're done. Thanks for choosing this video to watch.